Virgo, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do your reading for July, and I apologize for the delay. I wasn't feeling well last week, so I had to take a little bit of a slower pace. But at any rate, I'm excited to be able to bring this message to you today. We're going to take a look at your overall general energy for the month ahead, what you may not see coming, and get some important advice from Spirit. We're going to start off with an angel number guide. All right, this will help you pretty much. It's a good rule of thumb for the energies that you may be experiencing. You might see this number as well. This is a sign, a confirmation from Spirit that you are not alone. This might already be a number that you favor. Let's see. After this, we'll be pulling on the tarot, clarifying those messages, and then ending with an Angels and Ancestors Oracle card. Let's call Spirit in. Once again, thank you for sharing this space with me today, for being here, for taking the time out. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. All right. And thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Virgo today. Thank you for your love, your guidance, your support. All right. Let's see, Virgo. What's your angel number frequency for the month ahead? What's your frequency? Where is your dial set? Where is it moving toward? What is the guidance the angels want to send your way? Woo! We'll take them all. Why not? We got a lot of repeating numbers. You're going to see this throughout the month. 555s in any order, right? 3s or 4s of the 5s. This one is 4 5s. Okay. We have 999 and 333. So the message here is clarity, lessons learned, and support. There's a message right there. Virgo, you aren't a victim of circumstance. Rather, you are the beneficiary of it. If that wasn't the case, life would be pretty dull. You will set yourself up for success in the long run if you're willing to adapt to this shift. Everything is working out for the best. At long last, you're accomplishing what you set out to do. Everything will work out perfectly in the end. Great transformation, new opportunities, fast-paced forward process. Sounds like you have a lot of clarity when it comes to what you're doing out in the world and what you've planned, set out to create. You are doing it. So stay focused. Everything's going to work out. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, you will accomplish it. All right. You have a lot of perseverance. I'm getting that. A lot of dedication to what you do. And almost every reading I have ever gotten for you on YouTube has had the 8 of Pentacles. So you are an expert at what you do, and you're very good at doing it. So keep doing the work that you're doing. Now, 999 is the sense of completion. This is also symbolic of the World card. And this is around lessons learned. Take stock of your accomplishments and how you arrived at them. This is a reminder to maintain optimism and drive toward your goals. Maintain your momentum and know that you have the powers of heaven. You made it, and the reward goes to you. All right, culmination, results. This feels very 6 of Wandish. Benefits, reflection, completion. Right? You've arrived at a certain level, and I think you may have started out on a new beginning earlier this year or last year previously. There's something sort of goal you knew, if I reach this goal. For me, it was reaching 50K. It was like, okay, I have established myself as a tarot reader on YouTube. That was my marker to feel, at least for a moment, to pause, reflect, and to have that motivate me even more. So just because you reach a milestone doesn't mean you give up. It means it gives you further juice, right? To keep squeezing, to keep going at it, right? Clarity. You have a very high vision around what you came here to create. And the last one, support, 333. Growth, creativity, joy, community, vision, and talents. Seeing the angel number 333 is a sign that it's time to focus inward. Discover your talents and use your imagination. Unleash your inner artist. You get this one a lot when I pull from this deck. A lot of you are artists. So keep doing that work that you are doing to create. So by doing so, it does wonders for your sense of purpose and contributes to your community. All right. I love all those angel frequencies. You'll be seeing them throughout the month as a sign that you are on the right path, Virgo. You learned a lot in the process of what you've set out to do in your career. All right. Now let's start pulling from the tarot and see what tarot has in store for the month ahead, Virgo. What's going on for you? 8 of Cups, Knight of Wands. You're letting go of some emotional stuff. It's like you're getting over something quickly, more quickly than you thought you would. All right. What is the overall general energy for the month of July for Virgo? Spirit. Ooh, celebration. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is celebrate your achievements. Celebrate your independence, your financial independence. There's something around your finances that are being triggered here where you might be like, whew, okay, I've made it to a certain place and I'm happy. I can pay my bills, right? I can keep the roof over my head or whatever. Or you're elevating, you're buying things for yourself that maybe you didn't have money previously to buy. There's something around you. And I mean, the Nine of Pentacles is the card of, I've got everything I need and I did it. And you're celebrating it. I love that. Celebrating you. And you should. Take that moment to bask in your achievements, Virgo. All right, let's go into your challenge. We have the moon. Ooh. That could be so many things, y'all. It's stuff that's hidden. It's the stuff we bury, all right? If it's internal. If it's external, there could be some secrets that are revealed this month or some truths revealed in the conversations you have with others or maybe someone important to you. Let's see. Death. Yes, this major rebirth, this major growth spurt that you've gone through. Some of you had something come to an end in the recent past and it needed to. You're definitely celebrating your independence right now. Whether you're in a connection or not, it's about you feeling good about where you are right now, Virgo, and you should. I think you're celebrating that. You've reached some sort of milestone, some sort of achievement, accomplished some sort of goal. Opportunity, Knight of Wands. We saw that in the pre-shuffle. Passion. You might even have a challenge in keeping your momentum with what you've created, right? Keep going at it. Yeah, I'm telling you. You're getting some sort of recognition this month around an achievement, around your own growth, your career growth. If you've been growing a business, it's about, getting more clients, more contracts, more money coming in, expanding. That job promotion, or you're getting, and so many people are doing content now. Your content's being seen, recognized. It's just, you're in the limelight. What can I say? The light's shining on you, Virgo, this month. King of Pentacles. Yep. You're harvesting greater abundance. And a lot of you are entrepreneurs. King of Pentacles is the card of the entrepreneur and coming into balance. It's like, okay. It's like you're breathing a sigh of relief because you've reached some level here where in your mind, at least, it's like, okay, I got to where I at least initially wanted to go, like that first stage of something. Or, it's the next level. You've leveled up. Financially, you've leveled up for sure. Or you're leveling up this month. You're going to see a greater increase in money. And I think you're going to look back and go, yeah, it's worth it. Is it worth working my ass off? Yeah, it's worth it. Because you're enjoying it. This is celebrating you and what you do out in the world. All right, let's get deeper, though. There's something deeper going on. But I do see you feeling very happy and excited about where you're headed here, Virgo, with what you've created for yourself. Judgment. Ooh, yeah, and all the important decisions that you're making, slowly but surely. You planted seeds a long time ago. I think you had a vision, like if you're like, future self, right? This is where, I'm going to feel like I've arrived. You're arriving, all right. You're arriving. Yeah, and you're moving forward slowly but surely. Maybe from, it's like something got off the ground. You planted seeds and now things are coming, things are ripening. This is the harvest, right? What you don't see coming is you're harvesting from your life experience, your work experiencing, and you're applying that. King of Pentacles is someone who is industrious. They know how to make wise decisions in business. So you have a very sound mind for creating things, building things, right? In your life, structure, discipline, and everything that requires. Smart, intelligent, but also extremely productive and hardworking. All right. What is this elevation and the celebration for this month? You know, and we are going into Virgo season in August, so this could be that preliminary, reflection that you do when your birthday's about to hit, and you're like, wow, I mean, you start thinking about where you were last year at this time, and I did pretty good this year. I did pretty good. It's okay. It's like I feel like a certain level of pride, right? But there's a humility in that. Well, because you've worked your ass off. 10 of Wands. You carried the load, right? You did the hard work. And you gave. And now here you are, 9 of Pentacles again. Yeah. You gave and gave and gave to some sort of dream, some sort of goal you had. And now it's time to celebrate. You could be landing like a big contract this month, or just, if you had a certain dollar figure you wanted as income, I think you wanted this new opportunity to come your way. Woo. I mean, we have double 9 of Pentacles, y'all. So this is absolute fulfillment in what you've given your energy to. As hard as it was, as hard as your efforts have been, they have paid off. They have paid off. You might be going out and having that dinner with your friends and, footing the bill, or buying that round of drinks, or it's like you're sharing the love too, because 6 of Pentacles is this card of generosity. You may be paying it forward, right? Being, a benefactor or helping other people. You could be hiring people and, bringing more abundance all around in the community around you, because the 3 of Cups is your community. So this is about you also giving back as well. Interesting. Wow, Virgo. Very nice. Very nice indeed. What's this death that you went through in the past? I feel like it's going to be a really powerful month of success. Monetary and financial, those kind of successes, but also whatever you're doing, like it's paying off. It's not easy, but it's paying off. 6 of Cups, 9 of Swords. Wow, Devil. Well, okay. So you got it going on work-wise, but something's been going on in your personal life. 6 of Cups is a soul bond that you are trying like hell to either extract yourself from or learn from, but also like almost like you've had a soul bond that's been making you feel very anxious, stressed out, or they're stressed out and anxious. And they're going through their own ego death type of awakening. We have very strong Scorpio energy here and Capricorn energy. So Sag energy as well. So you might, between you and this other person, there might be a prevalence of those placements. I feel like this is an external energy to you that they're not in the best place, Virgo. It's like they're going through their own transformation and you're kind of like letting them be, or at least you've learned, let me just let them be. I mean, you could even be living with this person for all I know, but this is someone you're like, they're going through a tough time and I'm here for them. But if I get too close to it, then I'm going to take on that energy. They're not in the best place. This feels like an external energy, a soul bond, someone close to you, going through their own metamorphosis, their own rebirth, if you will. But it's almost, I think you've learned, that's why I'm picking up on this. You've learned that you can't take on their burden. You just can't. I'm getting that. Hands off on this one. You've learned. You'll get burned if you get too close to what they're going through or try to fix it, repair it for them. It's like they probably won't even let you at this point. Some of you, you've ended things with them, or they're going through their own transformation, and it's someone that's very close to you, like a spouse or a child or a family member. Very deep history here with this person. You might be trying to repair some unhealthy things in this bond. And you've gone through this major transformation with this person. I'm getting it more on their end than the actual connection. Of course, it's feeding into the connection, but it's almost like you've been doing a lot to maintain and hold space for whatever they're going through. That's what it feels like. You're holding space for whatever they're going through. What's the opportunity here? Knight of Wands. Feels kind of secondary. Like your primary focus this month is on your work and your success and financial concerns, right? Holding down the fort. But you do have someone in your life that's going through a tough time. Knight of Wands. Judgment. The World. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you are in this the Seven of Pentacles is really looking at your life, looking at the seeds that you've planted and what you need to do to help them grow. It's like you've got all this, you have a lot of drive. A lot of drive. I mean, the world is a recognition of achievement here. So it's like wherever you have the really humble beginnings, Virgo, I feel as though you're trying to create a lot of success in your life, and that is your focus right now. Not so much on helping someone through a difficult time with whatever they're going through. You're there for them. I feel that. But right now, like all of your energy is being put and your passion is being put into making decisions that help nourish the seeds that you planted. It's like it's all your focus this month is reevaluating and reassessing how to not only maintain what you've built, but continue to expand it. I mean, and this has been like a rebirth for you as well. In your own character, in your own development, self-development. But it's been motivated by the shifts in your career around your success. Massive, massive transformation for you. This also could be emblematic of you in the past and how much you stressed over some things that you needed to heal within yourself around your fear of failure and your drive for success. You've completely transformed something that maybe has been since childhood. Like, you know what? You've just reached that time in your life where you have been ready to move forward and work hard for what you want. There's some things that are hidden right now, though, this is troubling me. What is the moon here? It's like there's something going on beneath the surface of your life that if you don't attend to it, it could cause problems. What is this? What is this hidden energy? Four of Wands, Seven of Cups, Eight of Wands. Okay, nice. I think you've had some confusion in a commitment. You've had a lot of confusion, but you're coming out of a confused place. Like I said, I feel like you're holding steady with whatever you need to do to show up in a healthier way. But almost like giving someone the space right now to go through what they got to go through. I'm getting that. Someone may be coming to you this month that hits pretty close to home. Someone who's part of your soul group. Like this is someone that you communicate with regularly. And it could be this soul bond. If it's about, if for those of you who are in a commitment, there's Seven of Cups in reverse is making a decision. Making a decision. It's like, I think that you're trying to carve a path forward. So the two of you stop entertaining whatever's been unhealthy in this connection. There's a major overhaul going on in a commitment for those of you who are in one around the way you communicate your needs and while someone withholds expressing their needs here. I think it's you. And I think that you're coming out of a place of ambivalence and avoidance, and you're kind of hitting things head on. I think it's because you've gained so much confidence and strength in your successes, and it changes you as a person foundationally. You're showing up in a very strong energy, in other words, Virgo. And whatever secrets or anything hidden, you're actually looking at it and you're exposing it and you're going, we need to talk about this. And it's about what you need from day to day. Because it does seem like there's someone around you that's showing up in a little bit of unhealthy energy. And I think this month you're actually going to sit down with them and talk about it. And I think it's going to clear up a lot. I think you're going to have a path forward because I see so much success moving forward. It's like you're trying to maintain, you have this beautiful work ethic, and that's your focus. But there's been a struggle with a connection that hits close to home. And for a lot of you, it's a commitment. And I just feel like you're coming out of a phase of confusion, and the challenge is trying to figure out how to communicate better. Because I've been picking up too in recent months where just been some things that you all haven't been talking about. And, the more you're vulnerable and you talk about the things that are weighing on you, Virgo, the better things will be. What is this communication? Yeah, I think you hold a lot in, Hermit. You have a tendency to not express yourself in the ways that soften the energy. Yeah, the Emperor. I get this, like you have this whole attitude of taking control, not in a domineering, a negative way. It's just more you've been really working hard to create your own abundance. And on the side, I feel like there's been this really deep connection for you. But it's had some unhealthy aspects, like some toxic traits, whether they have it or the connection has it. And part of it is the unwillingness to be vulnerable and really speak the truth. And I think you're starting to learn what you both need to feel closer. Because the moon is the things that we hide. Yeah, and the disappointments. You might be hiding how much of a strain it's been on you, maybe even to carry the lion's share of the workload. It feels like you have a lot of pressure on you. And you could be communicating that to someone. If you're helping to support someone, you could be like, let's come together a little bit here. It's more around the burden, right, of taking on too much in the connection too, of the weight of it. What's the success you feel in the future, though? I feel like you're clearing up some miscommunication or some difficult communication, right? Expression of needs and desires. And it's going to help. I think that's going to allow you both to make some decisions together to wrap up a cycle where, all right, someone's been through the gauntlet of something. They've been going through their own inner transformation, and they've been kind of lagging a little bit. And I think you've been patient and waiting. And now it's, because temperance is tempering the energy, being patient, being unconditionally loving and supportive, but also keeping your distance. I feel like you're going through a transition in a connection for sure this month, but for the better, while also putting most of your efforts into your career. What's the Six of Wands here? This taking pride in what you've created, this feeling of I've reached a level of success. Wow, Tower, Seven of Swords and the Knight of Wands. And we have the Knight of Wands and the opportunity. Why am I getting this is turned toward you have an awakening coming around, and we had the moon here. There might be Seven of Swords is like fear. I think that what's changing, this is what's now I get it. Okay. This is what's changing. Yeah. I think that you've been pulling your energy back subtly lately to get more clarity. And I think what you're realizing is you're having this sudden realization of how to operate. Like this is like a huge growth spurt around how you're dealing with an energy that's been lagging behind you for a bit because they're going through their own transformation and they're showing up in unhealthy ways in themselves, which impacts you. This Tower is more you realizing that continuing to put yourself first and not worrying. It's like, I feel like you could let someone drag you down if you let them. And you can be inspired by fear. And I think here you're saying, you know what? I am strong enough to keep my distance from someone's process and to stay in balance within myself. We have the Strength, the Justice, and the Two of Wands. It's like you've created this gap between you doing you and someone else doing them and being dictated by how they show up every day. This is literally like, you know what? If they're going to be in a bad mood, I'm not going to let it bother me. It's not my job to overcompensate for what is lacking in them. You're doing this. It's like you're having this realization of how to succeed over your fears and to stay excited about your path, regardless of where. I feel like you have someone around you who's very moody. And you're realizing, I think in the past, I think you became very attached to that energy, and you're constantly like over meddling or trying to compensate or like cheer them up all the time and like help them. And it almost was like, it was shifting your focus from you putting your attention on yourself and how you feel. So I feel like you're actually reaching this point in this connection, probably after great efforts, where you are actually succeeding not only in your career, but also succeeding over your own fears around your own success personally, in a connection where there's a lot of strong desire to be playful and happy and joyful. And not everyone's going to feel that way. But when this person is not in that space the same as you, you don't have to let it drag you down. And that's the realization you're having. It's like what's crumbling away from you, what you're discarding is the fear, right? The fear of your own success, the fear of failure, the fear of taking it personally when someone's not showing up in a healthy way. You're conquering a lot, Virgo. And it literally, it's you coming into balance with you and harvesting a certain level of self-awareness now where you're okay. You're okay, regardless of how someone shows up around you. All right, let's see the what you don't see coming here. This beautiful symmetry I'm seeing. That didn't want to go back in. Sun, yeah. Magician, yep. Page of Wands and the Hierophant. Exactly. See? It's like you've learned through repetition. Seven of Cups coming out of, you've probably tried every option here of like overtaxing and overburdening yourself to help someone come into alignment. When all you got to do is stay in alignment with you and not worry about how other people show up. This could be a coworker. It doesn't have to be. It's someone though that is around your structure. Someone that you've just decided, you know what? I can't take on their problems. It's theirs. It's like you're learning the difference between yours and theirs. And what's beautiful is that you are now manifesting so much happiness and playfulness in something that could be, some of you are married to this person, or if you're not, and this doesn't have to do with a commitment, this is about staying committed though to manifesting your own sense of happiness and playfulness and balance and true success, no matter what or who is around you and what they're doing. Okay? I'm telling you, it's like you've learned how to separate yourself. And this is a hard thing to do, especially if you are whoever you're living with and you've been dictated by their frequencies. You are now saying, you know what? They're going to do what they're going to do, and I'm not going to let it bother me. And that is a profound, powerful shift because you know what I'm saying here? You're supporting yourself now. You've learned the lesson of taking on other people's burdens. Like it's almost like you're ending the rescuer syndrome, all right? You're ending a pattern of rescuing others. Realizing that all you had to do was rescue yourself. Because when you start taking on the rescuing of others, it's almost like you're taking on their karma, you're taking on their energy and expecting to change and transform them. When you realized in the past, what does that do? It leaves you stuck, right? In frustration, anguish, anxiety, and stress. Because you can't control another person. So now you're saying, you know what? All I can control is me. And I love it because now you're manifesting this. You have this new spiritual ethos. And it's lightening up the energy so much. I feel like you're gonna go through this amazing epiphany this month around what you need to do to stay aligned. This is about staying in your own lane, aligned in your own frequency, regardless of how someone else shows up. Stable, strong, secure in this commitment. You're bringing your A game. And you're not letting anyone's maybe C or D game on any given day. It doesn't mean they're always down. But I'm telling you, you used to be so, it's almost like you are your own individual now. But it took you really reaching a level of success in your career, I think, to feel better and more confident. And when we do that, you are giving someone in your life a deep, deep unconditional love. You accept them as they are, but I think in the past you tried too hard, right? To be a source of light for them. And now you're realizing, you know what? They got to go through what they got to go through. I can't take it on. It's only going to cause you too much distress if you do. This is amazing, Virgo. You're learning what it's like to be in partnership and in how you relate without being codependent at all. At all. Two of Cups. That's what I mean. And the Sun. And the Eight of Wands, exactly. And I think you're having some really intense talks with this person about the ways that, you know, maybe they haven't been showing up. You're coming out of confusion, you know, out from underneath the moon, from the moon to the sun, where whatever you needed to clean up in this connection, you are, so you can improve the communication and improve the connection. So you feel more togetherness in your own autonomy. This is about your own individual autonomy while maintaining a deep love bond. It's not easy to do, folks. I think that you're gaining a lot more enlightenment around the communication. This is vastly different level of communication, Virgo, between where you've been and where you are now. Bravo, bravo. Now let's get angels and ancestors, or I think you're going to have a great month of really being deeply connected with another and experiencing a beautiful level of happiness because you didn't get it in the way of their own transformation. You let them be. That's what you got to do. You got to let others be who they are. Let them do what they got to do and not try to fix it. Yeah, you're also into that rescuer, like fixing other people's problems syndrome. Seer. See beyond the current situation. Yeah. See beyond the current situation, Virgo. What does this say? Seer. I think we're going to find it here in the back. All right. Look beyond your current situation. Raise your vibration and focus on love. Clairvoyance isn't just about predicting the future. It's about being able to see clearly enough to create your best future. You're being encouraged by your ancestral guides and angels to see beyond what you think is happening now. Don't allow your ego or doubts to play games with you. Instead of seeing yourself as stuck or lost, know you're in an energetic holding space while the universe recalibrates a path that is more favorable for you. Angels of light are upgrading your energy so that your experiences can be more enjoyable. You are moving towards something extremely uplifting and enlightening, so stay calm and keep your eyes on the prize. That's what I mean. This is the sudden realization that you're not going to let fear guide you anymore. You can see beyond your current situation. So the message of this card is to let the clairvoyant within you rise up so that you can see the way forward yourself with your spiritual eyes. And that's what you're doing. You've grown wise on your path, Virgo, especially as it relates to a union in your life. And it's really making great, you're taking great strides in this union, making it from unhealthy to healthy. Okay? Incredible.